All this week, the I-Team is looking into the state's billion-dollar education push for school choice through empowerment scholarships, better known as ESAs.
Tonight, the I-Team's Craig Harris takes a look inside one woman's home to show us a business that's benefiting from ESA programs known as Microschools. Never heard of that before.
Well, the Empowerment Scholarship Program has plenty of critics, just like you said earlier, Mark, but it's also been a huge blessing to some families looking for a different way to educate their children. This upscale home looks like most others here in Queen Creek, but step inside. This 3,200 square foot home doubles as a microschool.
I've seen such a drastic difference in both my kids. My daughter specifically told me she wants to cancel summer because she would rather be here.
Meet Ariel Derrick. The Santan Valley mom has 2 kids in this microschool, Adamo, funded by Arizona's Empowerment Scholarship accounts.
The teachers care about the kids and they make sure each one of them feels special.
Microschools are a twist on homeschooling. Instead of mom or dad teaching the kids, parents group their kids in a home with dedicated teachers. Until 3 years ago, microschools were primarily part of a charter school system. There was oversight from the state charter board and charter school administrators. When universal vouchers came into play, microschools qualify as private schools, operating with no state regulation. That's a problem, according to Beth Lewis, a teacher who runs Save Our Schools Arizona.
I think most Arizona voters, Arizona taxpayers say, if I'm giving you my money, I want to know what's going on in that school and how my dollars are being used, at least at a certain level.
As private companies, microschools like Adamo rely on ESA money.
The ESA program has been a huge benefit to many families. And in this scenario, the tuition covers the majority of what the ESA families get. I don't charge parents anything extra. If they can't cover it, I'll scholarship them.
Tamara Becker has spent 28 years in education, including running an online school. She opened Adamo in her home in 2021.
Adamo comes from the Latin word to fall in love with, and I wanted kids to enjoy what they're doing and love it here.
Adamo was partnered with a charter school. Becker said she transitioned to a full ESA program in February. She charges $6,800 a year for most kids. That's just under the amount for a typical universal voucher per student.
We had to ask all of our families to go ESA, and all but 2 families did.
She has 52 kids between kindergarten and 8th grade, one group in the morning, another in the afternoon. There are desks, cubbies, instructions on a whiteboard, and for the big kids, there's a comfy couch to watch a lesson on space and some homework.
We don't do anything really differently than a traditional school would do. We're teaching reading, writing, math, science, and social studies. 3 times a year, we do a benchmark assessment.
Those assessments are only for the parents. Private schools do not have to report to the state. Becker adds she has certified teachers and pays market rate. She adds school choice keeps her in business.
Parents vote with their feet in this state, and I'm so lucky to be a part of that. But yeah, if parents were not happy or satisfied with the education, if the students weren't happy or satisfied, they'd just walk out the door.
Becker told me she already has 65 kids signed up for the next school year, and there are plans to expand to Santan Valley. Schools like her are a reason the Republican-controlled legislature wants to put ESAs in the state constitution. To see our other stories on ESAs, go to 12news.com. I'm Craig Harris, 12 News.
Craig, this can't be the norm, though, right?
No, this is kind of a small but growing trend. Typically, the voucher dollars are used to pay for traditional private schools like Brophy or Gilbert Christian, and those schools are getting millions of dollars in ESA money.
All right, Craig, thank you.